So today, one more class, Earth Element. We've been with it for 2 weeks in a row, focusing with Earth Element on stability, strength, and slowness. These are all qualities of the Earth. We'll also be utilizing Kapalabhati, which encourages apana, the downward moving flow in the body, and doing some mula bandhas through the practice. So we will want today for sure a blanket. If you have blocks, they can be useful. And also have a strap with a loop. If you don't have a strap, I highly recommend investing in one. It can be very, very useful prop in yoga, but you don't necessarily need it. So these are the props we'll want to have, and anything else that you might want to utilize. So we're going to start laying down. We'll take a moment to get there. Just sitting toward the middle of your mat. Just opening here, inhaling and exhaling back, holding under our thighs. One more time, inhale. And exhale, just round back. Stay here for a moment, allow the shoulders to relax, and slowly glide down. Invite the feet in so you can touch the heels. Feel the back of the neck nice and long, palms by our sides. With your next inhale, just lift the hips up, coming into a bridge. And exhale, release the body down. One more time, inhale. Lift up, see if you can lift a little higher, invite the chest toward the chin, refine the length of the neck, and exhale, release down. Bring your hands to the belly, and take a moment here to just feel the connection with the earth. Allow the belly to soften, feel your whole back on the earth. Empty the breath completely, and find a 4, 7, 8 breath. Inhaling for the count of 4 into the whole torso. Hold for 7. Exhale slow for 8. One more round. Completely relaxed in the whole body as you're doing this. Make sure you're not clenching pelvic floor or belly or face, jaw. Inhaling for a count of 4. Hold. Exhaling for 8. Palms by our sides. Make sure you can touch the heels. With your next inhale, lift the arms and the hips this time. Bringing the arms overhead. Coming into an extended bridge. Feel the feet down, 4 corners of the feet. And exhale, release the arms and the hips so they land on the floor at the same time. Inhale, coming up. Reaching the arms overhead, perhaps coming a little higher. Exhaling. Arms releasing down. And the hips. Inhale, rise it up. Lifting the arms overhead. Gather the legs toward each other. Feel the knees going forward and the hips lifting up, chest toward the chin. Next exhale, slowly come down. Arms and legs. Extend the right leg out and bring the left knee toward the chest. Circling the foot a few times as you gather the knee in, going in both directions. Come to the center. Now, rebend the right leg and cross the left ankle over the right knee and lift the right foot up. Slide your hands between your left thigh and catch the back of your right leg. Your elbow can be a little bit toward the left knee, and then invite that structure in, figure 4. You can also go a little side to side, feeling that opening through the hip. Extend the right leg up to draw the left knee back to the chest. And find a little bit of a rock and roll here until we come all the way up, extending the left leg out. Bring the right foot in, Sirsasana, and go up, out, and over. Coming into a gentle forward fold, inhaling to lengthen, exhale, going a little deeper. Inhale, rise up and switch the legs. Second side, right leg out, left foot in. Sirsasana. Exhale, come forward, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, go a little deeper. Rising up, bring the feet out in front of us one more time. Take an inhale, open the heart, tilt the pelvic bowl forward, and slow exhale to come all the way down, inviting the feet back in. Inhaling, rising up with the arms and the hips, coming up into an extended bridge pose. Exhale, coordinating, bringing down the torso and the arms. Inhaling, reaching up again. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling just the hips up this time. Interlace the hands behind the back and wiggle your shoulder blades toward each other and rise up a little higher, activating the legs and the glutes. Energetically, the knees are moving forward. The chest is lifting. Pubic bone is rising. Inhaling, lifting a little higher, and exhaling, release the hands and soften down. Bringing the right knee to chest, extend the left leg out. Draw the knee in gently and circle the foot out. Moving in both directions. Empty the breath and squeeze the leg in a little closer. Rebend the left knee, cross the right ankle above the knee, and lift the left foot, lacing the right arm through so we can hold underneath the left knee. The left calf can be kind of parallel to the floor. Keep the spine down as we draw the structure in. Keep the right knee opening. You can encourage it with the elbow here. Tapping into our hips, we could also go a little side to side. Extend the left leg up, right knee to chest. A little bit of rock and roll here until we can come all the way up. Extending the right leg forward, left foot back to Sirsasana. This time twist toward the left. Bringing your right hand to the outside of the left knee, fingertips behind, turn the head as well. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, empty the breath, and twist. Chin parallel to the floor. Coming through center, extend the left leg, right foot to Sirsasana. Left hand behind the right knee, right arm close to the spine. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhaling, 2 more breaths, lengthening and twisting a little deeper. 1 more breath in and out. Turning the head as well, twist. Coming through center, bring the feet together, come toward the top of the mat. Rotating in the Dorje posture, a Tibetan yoga practice. Bring your hands together just directly over the head. The feet are together. We're going to inhale to the pelvic floor and rock back and forward for as long as we can hold the breath in comfortably. So empty the breath here. Inhale to the pelvic floor. Find a gentle Mula Bandha and begin to go back and forward. next time we're forward, if you haven't already, gently exhale. Rising up with the in-breath. Tip back a little bit. Bring the feet out toward the sides and come into a squat pose, walking in. Display the knees open with the hands, with the elbows, palms together toward the chest, chest toward the palms, long torso. Empty the breath and release the fingertips down, straighten the legs until heel in to hip distance apart. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold into the legs with soft knees. Inhale, one vertebrae at a time, climb up. Keep inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, up, out, and over toward the left. Inhale, rise it up. Grounding through the feet. Exhale, up, out, and over, second side. Inhaling, coming up, palms together, tailbone down, look up. Exhale, swan dive into the legs. Lengthen. Stepping the left foot back. Low lunge, let the knee come down and melt the hips forward, rolling over the front of the back knee, heart opening. Ground into the palms and step back to down dog. Pressing into palms, inhale, rise to the ball mounts of the feet. And exhale, release the heels down. Inhaling, plank pose. Exhaling, knees down. Find a toe stretch, go back. Gather the heels together. Inhale, unfurl through the center. And exhale, drape the body down long. Lengthen the legs. Forearms parallel to one another. Traction the heart forward. Sphinx pose. Inhaling here, finding length through the whole body. Exhale, come down long. Hands by the chest. Hips to heels. Down dog. Inhaling, creating space. Step the left foot forward. Release the right knee down. Roll over the front of the right knee and open the heart. Melt into the lunge. Stepping the feet together at the top of the mat. Feet hip distance apart. Exhale, fold. Inhale one more time. Round up one vertebrae at a time. Keep inhaling. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, up, out, and over to the right. Go a little deeper. Empty the breath completely. Inhaling, coming up. And exhaling, reach and go to the left. Inhaling, rising. Look up at the palms, tailbone down. Exhale, swan dive in. Lengthening, we'll step the right foot back. Knee comes down, same thing, melt in, feel that opening through hip flexor, engage through gluteal. Ground into the palms and step back to down dog. Inhale, roll it out into plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, forward and through. Open. Exhale, come back down. Right into our Sphinx. Arms parallel, tuck toes and lengthen. Traction the chest forward. Glide down now and gather your hands by the shoulders. Pin the toes down. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise a little bit with the torso. Feel the kneecaps lift from the floor. Leg engagement. Exhale, soften. Inhale, rise. Glide the hands next to the chest and lift the legs up. Shalambhasana. Sharpening through the legs. Really feel the engagement in the glutes and the thighs. Reaching the backs of the knees a little higher. Inhaling here. Exhale, soften down. Strong core, tabletop. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale to neutral. Tuck the toes and find down dog. So take a few moments to really find the alignments in down dog and hold then for a few breaths. Feeling the arms equally engaged, the heels reaching down, femurs reaching back. Finding the peak of the pose, the peak of the mountain here. Arms climbing up to shoulder girdle. Legs climbing up toward the hips. Empty the breath here. Soften the knees and walk the hands back to the feet. On arrival, we'll inhale to lengthen and exhale, fold into the legs, knees bending any amount. Reverse swan, come all the way up, reach the arms overhead, and find extended mountain pose now. Reaching with the fingers, palms facing each other like we're holding a box. Ground through the feet. You can pick up the toes a little bit and stretch them out and then soften them down. Ground through the inner feet. Activate the legs. Release the tailbone and pubic bone down. Empty the breath completely. 4, 7, 8 breath. Inhale from the feet to the fingertips. Hold the breath at the fingertips. 7. Exhale, fingertips to feet for the count of 8. One more round on your own, tracing the breath with the mind. As you exhale, bring the palms to heart center. Eyes fully open, find a focus to gaze on. Shift into the left leg and find knee to chest pose. Turning the foot out now, find tree pose. Gathering the palms to heart center. Inviting the foot and the leg toward each other. Any position with the hands, you can stay right here at heart center. Releasing tailbone down, lengthening through the crown, and inviting the outer hip in. Knee forward, step right into your footprint, knee to chest, second side. Open the knee out and find tree pose. Focusing the gaze, tuning the breath. Find all the little refined adjustments. Any position with the arms. Knee forward, set the foot back down. Take an inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, interlace the hands, soften the knees, and bow into the legs, bringing the arms overhead. Let the head release. Feel free to bend the knees a lot. Just focus on the head releasing and the arms reaching overhead. Ground through the feet. Another breath or two, maybe straightening the legs a little more. Release the hands and walk back out to down dog. Empty the breath and deepen. Inhaling, creating space, stepping the right foot forward, bringing the knee down and melting the hips forward. To the top of the mat, feet together. Exhale, fold. Big toes touching, outsides of the feet parallel. Inhale, rise it up to fierce pose. Squeeze the legs together, inner thighs together. Just reach through the arms and maybe sink a little bit deeper here. We're going to find our first round of Kapalabhati. Exhaling, pulling the elbows in. Stabilizing the lower body. Find core strength as we're ready. Maybe a little lower. Empty the breath. Take an inhale. Bring it up. Straighten the legs. Exhale. Bring the palms forward, facing down. Empty the breath completely. Hands shoulder level. Take an inhale here. Hold the breath in, fierce pose. Go a little deeper. With the breath held in, slowly rise. And exhale, release the arms down. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, swan dive in. Lengthen and prepare. Step the left foot back and lift the right leg high, one-legged. Inhaling here, exhale, modified plank, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the leg up. Exhaling to modified. Push the floor away. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Reach the left heel down. Exhale, modified. Inhale, plank pose. Look forward in plank. Engage legs and core. Exhale, knees down. Feet extend. Child's pose. Inhale, glide along the floor. Open. Find a kind of organic movement here in the cobra. And lengthen down. Hands by the chest. You can re-lengthen the legs. Rise right back up where we left off. Shalambhasana. Feet hip distance apart. Lift from the upper thighs. Back to the knees looking up to the ceiling. Now join the legs together. Keep the legs as high as you can and draw the arms out to the side. Palms facing forward. Really engaging the legs here, trying to make them one. Rise a little higher. Exhale, soften down. Hands by the chest. Strong core. Child's pose. Traction back. Lengthen side body. Reach the tailbone toward the heels. As we're ready, down dog. Step the feet a little closer. Lift the left leg up. Start with the hips squaring, right heel reaching down. Now point the left foot and open the hip and see if you can drive the right heel down a little more. Square the chest toward the floor. Bend the left knee and yawn the hip open, really reaching the right heel down. Shoulders away from the ears. Feel the opening and the lengthening of the leg. Try to square down with the chest, strong arms. Now square the hips, left foot down. Step the right foot forward. Low lunge with the back knee lifted. Take a moment to check into the legs that they're on separate tracks. You can start with your hands and the hips and then open the arms, just wing them back into a flying variation. Deep bend in the right leg. Engagement in the left. Strong core open through the heart. Right hand behind the right thigh. Reach the left arm forward, create length, slice across and find a twist. Pressing into the palms and twisting. Heart and hands coming toward each other. The inhale lengthens, the exhale deepens the twist. Relax the shoulders from the ears. One more breath in and out. Empty the breath. Bring everything forward. Bring the hands inside. Widen the right foot, even maybe the left foot a little bit. Lizard lunge. Let the left knee come down. Come forward a little bit. Keep hugging that right knee towards shoulder. And see if you can come to the forearms. You could come to forearms on blocks if forearms on floor doesn't feel right. Keep projecting the heart forward and now lift the left knee. Smiling, the collarbones open, shoulders away from the ears. Look forward and really engage the left leg. Keep hugging right knee in. Everything kind of embracing into the midline. Empty the breath, deepen. Slowly rise up to the hands. Soften everything and step back to down dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Sitting bones back, tailbone up. Inhale forward and through. Shoulders down the back. Exhale, down dog. Rising up a little bit, step the left foot forward, low lunge, and let the back knee come down. Coming into crescent moon variation, gliding over the front of the back knee, open. Engage the back leg to slowly release the support of the hands. As you're ready, arms lift up. Shine the heart forward, and now interlace your hands behind the head. The thumbs can come toward the base of the skull. Melt the hips forward, open the heart up. The elbows should be out of our peripheral vision here. A support for the head here. Draw the chin in a little bit, back of the neck long, and super activate into the right leg, all the way into the glute. Empty the breath, deepen. Rise up a little bit, fingertips come down. Inhaling, slowly straighten the left leg. Exhale, sit on the right heel, perineum and heel together. Extended left leg, reach for the calf, ankle, or foot. Find that nice 45-degree angle and activation of the leg. Empty the breath here. Inhale part of the way for Kapalabhati. All the up. Slow inhale, build the breath from the pelvic floor to the collarbones. Re-inhale, stay exactly as you are, just Mula Bandha. Engage the pelvic floor and feel it reaching up into the body. Hold the breath in. Slow exhale. You can gently come in. Forearm, elbows might come to the floor or not. Activate the left leg now. Push the foot back into the hands. Push the foot back into the hands. Feel the activation of the leg. Push a little bit more. Empty the breath, deepen. Rise it up slowly. Come to the vertical for a moment. Eyes wide open. Transition toward the front of the mat. Step the right foot in. Half moon. Reach the left leg up. You can bring your right hand to the floor or to a block. Block at any setting. You start with the left hand on the hip and roll the hips open. Ground through the ball mount of that right foot. Roll open. And maybe lastly, the arm comes up. Sparking through the left toes. Stacking rib cage, stacking hips. Strong legs. Looking up, you could also be looking forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, everything comes down, feet hip distance apart. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, fold. Reverse swan, come all the way up. Gaze at the palms, drop the tailbone. Swan dive into the legs. Lengthen and prepare. And step the right foot way back. Lift the left leg high. Adjust into one-legged. Empty here. Inhaling. Exhale, modified plank. Inhale, one-legged down dog. Exhale, modified. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, modified. Inhale, plank. Look forward in plank. Eyes of the elbows forward. Exhale, the knees down, feet extend. Child's pose. Inhale, glide forward and through. And open, release down. Find Sphinx again and find all the adjustments. Tuck the toes, lengthen, traction the arms back, heart forward. Coming all the way down, wiggle the legs together long. Slide down long. Bring your hands right by the chest. Inhale, lift the legs up. So bring the elbows in as well. Now, on your next inhale, open the legs out without dropping them. Try to keep them lifted. Exhale, bring them in. Inhale, open, and exhale in. Shoulders nice and relaxed, looking forward. Inhale, open, exhale in. See if you can lift the legs a little higher from the upper thighs. Draw them in. Feel free to move at your own breath. Inhale, open, exhale in. One last time. Draw them in. Lift everything a little higher. Softening down. Hands by the chest, strong core, tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time. Inhale, cow. Empty the breath, cat. Coming through a neutral, meeting in a down dog. Take the feet one footprint forward or just enough to bring your heels down. Now ground through the palms. As we've come forward, we don't want to bring weight forward. We're continually pressing into the palms. So the upper body is the same. And then feeling the length created in the backs of the legs here. Draw the kneecaps up into the thighs. Let the head go. Continually relaxing the shoulders from the ears. Empty the breath here. You can step the feet, adjust them back into your regular down dog. Soften the knees and walk the hands back to the feet. Empty the breath. Fold. Rise a little bit of the way, soft knees. Interlace your hands the non-dominant way and exhale, fold into the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Taking the arms overhead. One more breath in and out. Ground through the four corners of the feet. Empty the breath and go. Maybe straightening the knees a little more. Keeping the arms as they are. Inhale, rise to a flat back. Exhale, break it open. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And now open them out into a V. Feel the mountain in your body, mountain pose here, but with the arms in a V. We'll find the second breath from Dharma Mitra tradition with 4, 7, 8. All the air out. Inhale from the fingertips to the heart. Count of 4. Hold for 7. Make sure the tailbone is releasing down. Exhale, heart to fingertips for the count of 8. One more round on your own, tracing the breath with the mind. Mountain pose. When we're empty, we'll inhale, look up. And exhale, draw the prayer to the heart. Shift the weight into the right leg and cross the left ankle over, figure 4. Extend the arms forward. And take the tailbone back, the hips back. And sit deeply into the right leg. Flex the left foot, open the left knee out. Palms come in, straighten knee forward and down. Shift the weight into second side, cross right ankle. Extend the arms forward to counterbalance. Take the left hip back and sit back into that hip. Flex the right foot and release the right knee down. Slowly bring it up, knee forward and down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take your swan dive and come out and walk the feet, the hands out. Down dog. Establishing our down dog, bring the feet a little closer and reach the right leg up, starting with squaring. Drive the left heel down. Point the right foot and open the hip. Feel the left heel releasing a little deeper. Keep squaring as best we can with our chest. Finally, bending the knee and opening the hip nice and wide. Breathing here, really feeling the back of that left leg and the opening in the right hip. Square the hips, release the right foot down. And step the left foot forward. Establish a low lunge with the hips on separate tracks. Hands to the hips, find that 45-degree angle and then wing the arms behind. Opening the chest forward and sparking through the whole right leg, left knee deeply bending. Left hand behind the thigh, reach the right arm forward, twist to the left. Twist with length, press into the palms, scissor the upper inner thighs, lengthen through the crown, turn the head as well, and breathe into your twist. Perhaps going a little deeper. Align the forearms and relax the shoulders. Empty the breath here. Looking down, frame the foot and both hands inside, widen for lizard, heart forward, heel back. Let the knee come straight down. And then find your way, if it's available, to the forearms. Forearms and blocks is totally fine. Heart forward, collarbones opening, pick up the right knee. Send the leg back and hug the left knee in. Breathing here, opening and strengthening in this variation of lizard. Really deep into the lunge, but at the same time, super strong through both legs. Empty the breath here, walk the hands in. Step back to down dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, forward and through. You can linger for a moment if that feels good. Hips to heels, down dog. Creating some opening, we'll set the right foot forward. Let the left knee come down. Extend the foot. Feel that the back foot is extending straight back, so it's not sickling. Engage through the left leg to release the support of the hands. Melt in and squeeze into the whole leg, all the way up to the glute. Inhale, reach the arms up. And interlace. Maybe take the opposite interlace. Bring your thumbs to the base of the skull. Glide your shoulder blades down. Reach the heart up. And draw the outer thighs toward each other as we melt in. Empty the breath and deepen. Slowly releasing the hands down. Take the inhale, nice and slow, to straighten the right leg. Bring the left heel in and find your seat right on the perineum. Reaching for the calf, ankle, or foot. Take a breath or two to find all the alignments, chin placement, tongue placement. Inhale part of the way for Kapalabhati. And do the breath completely. Take your time to build a very deep, strong, steady inhale. Re-inhale at the top. See if you can find that second side. Hold the breath in. Mula Bandha. The slow exhalation. Fold in, elbows down or not. Make sure your lower back is coming in. Now push the right foot into the hands. Feel the engagement climb all the way up the leg into the hip. Push the foot into the hands. Empty the breath and deepen. Rise with a slow inhale. Transition toward the top of the mat. Taking our time, stepping the left foot in and right into that half moon. Find your block or fingers to the floor. Start with the right hand on the hip and reach the arm up when you're ready. Stacking the hips and the rib cage. Reaching and opening. Find a little bit more stack. Activate the legs stronger. Empty the breath here and reach a little higher. Look down, square the hips, and step out into another squat. Just feeling the difference between the first one and this one, releasing our tailbone down, reaching through the crown of the head. Now slowly press and come all the way up to stand. And exhale, release the arms and toe heel the feet in. Standing at the top of the mat with our feet hip distance apart. Shift the weight into the left leg, activate the left leg, bring the right foot out and catch a hold of the outside of the right ankle. And then catch a hold of the foot with both hands. Align the knees and drop the tailbone down. Inner thighs parallel to each other. Empty the breath here. Inhale to mula, to hold mula bandha. Hold mula bandha, hold the breath in, mula bandha. Exhale, slowly release. Keep holding on to that foot with the right hand, left hand to heart. Now, we're going to come to a full moon, variation of half moon. Feel free to release the foot and come into it when you come down, or keep holding the foot and slowly fold, softening the standing leg. You can return that left hand to a block or bring it to the floor, and then taking your time, slowly kick the foot behind, point the knee to the back wall, and then kick the foot away and feel that opening. Kick the foot away. Going a little bit deeper, empty the breath and deepen. Slowly release the foot back into the regular half moon. Both hands down for support, warrior two placement. Windmill right up to a straight leg through a radiant triangle to set up our warrior two. So reach for the fingertips, glide your right hand to inner thigh, open. Exhale, extend the arms out, even the hips, and slide your knee right into the warrior two groove. Bringing your left hip, left knee is bending. Left hip under. Straighten the right leg. Go a little bit deeper. Now feel into the warrior two lower body. You're not going to change a thing. We're just going to interlace the hands. Keep the warrior two body, all the placements, and come forward toward 2 o'clock with the torso. Come down slow so you can continually feel what's going on in the hips. You can keep the head an extension of the spine, or if it's more comfortable, you can release the head, bring the arms overhead, and take 3 breaths here. See if you can maximize your warrior two lower body. Empty the breath and deepen. Rise up a little bit of the way, hands forward. Turn the left toes. Align the feet and exhale. Glide out into crab. And empty the breath to deepen here. Coming low through center. Step back to plank pose. Exhale through chaturanga, come down to the mat. Extend the feet. Inhale, open. And exhale, hips to heels, down dog. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale the knees down, feet extend, child's pose. Inhale, glide along the floor. Open. Again, take a moment to lengthen the body and come down. Sphinx pose and then re-lengthen again. Clasp the hands very gently. Elbows are roughly underneath the shoulders. Strong core, tuck the toes and lift the hips up. So find the strength of the plank here on our forearms. Try not to lift the hips too high or to sag them down. Activate the legs. Look forward. Try not to squeeze the hands. Whole body. Exhale the knees down. Glide it out through a sphinx. Shimmy the legs together, make them one. Come down long and bring your hands now by your shoulders. The further back, the harder. Rise it up for a cobra. Ground through the palms. Draw your legs together, inner thighs curling, open the heart. Reach up, glide the shoulders down. Pubic bone down on the mat. That's the anchor point of the pose. Draw the elbows in, shoulders down, heart up. Feel the legs become one. Exhale, release down. Gather the hands in a little closer and go back to child's pose with the knees and the heels together. Traction the fingertips forward for a moment to release the back. Then bring your hands under the shoulders and sit on the heels. Gather the palms in upward salute. Bring the arms by the ears and lengthen up. All the natural curves of the spine, shoulders relaxing, chin and tongue placement. Inhale part of the way to begin a round of Kapalabhati. Empty the breath. Release the hands down. Build a long, big inhale into the whole torso. Hold the breath in, no bandhas, complete relaxation. Exhale slowly, completely. Taking a round of breath, letting everything normalize. Let's meet in a down dog. Take a moment there as I attend to my little boy. Take a moment in your down dog. Go on, go do your pooping. Go on, go on. Push poop. This is the hazards of being on your own. My husband Rob is traveling. And the little boy has some demands. Go on, you can go in there. Now, bringing the feet a little closer together, reach your right leg up. And exhale, step it forward, low lunge. And let your knees come down. Melt the hips forward. So here's where we want to have our belt. The feet a little bit further, the foot and the knee a little bit further apart than we might often do our regular crescent moon for stability. And if you don't have a block, you very slowly, we pick up the left foot and catch it with the left hand, draw the foot in and melt the hips forward and keep drawing the foot in. If you have your loop, again, take your time. We want to pick up the back foot slowly so we don't get Charlie horse. Loop the foot, draw the loop. The hand comes right to the shoulder first, and then it reaches up. Your other hand can be on the floor or even on a block. Melt the hips in. In this variation, kick the foot away. And if you're comfortable releasing your right arm, you can grab the elbow, hug everything into the midline. Kick the back foot away as you melt the hips in. Strengthen that back leg. Go a little deeper. Kick the foot away. Squeeze the muscles into the bone. Coming out of it as we went in, hand to shoulder first. Then we let go. And we just remove our belt for the second side. Inhale, slowly straighten the right leg. This time, sit to the inside of the left foot. Knees aligning. You can also peel the calf away on the left side. Your right hand can come down if you feel like you're tipping to the right to push you back a little bit and fold in toward that leg. Empty the breath and deepen here. Now we'll rise up a little bit of the way, grab a block, or you can use a blanket. You can double up a blanket. Lift the right hip up and place the block so that you can bring the edge of the right hip right on the block. The left foot is pointing straight back, shoelace part of the foot down. Come right to the edge of that sitting bone and invite the right leg in. Heron pose. Start by grabbing the foot either side. Make the calf parallel to the mat. And all natural curves of the spine here. Now from there, see if you can straighten the leg a little bit more. And a little bit more. As we're rising the leg, we're also rising the torso. And think about this as a forward fold that is lifted. The elbows can be out or in, whatever supports your relaxed shoulders. Now find your edge and take 3 breaths here. And you can find that same expression, if you'd like, of pushing the foot back into the hands. Right to our edge. Empty the breath and deepen. Releasing that leg down, nice and gentle. Remove the block and transition to the front of the mat. On the way, you can take a nice pyramid, exhale and fold. Feet hip distance apart at the top of the mat. Empty the breath and fold. Inhale, round up 1 vertebrae at a time. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Preparing for the last Dharma Mitra breath. Float your arms up so that the arms are parallel to the floor and the fingertips are just hanging. Ground through the feet and find mountain. Empty the breath completely. Inhale from the heart to the crown of the head for the count of 4. Hold the breath at the crown of the head for a count of 7. Exhale from the crown of the head, down the arms, out the fingertips for the count of 8. 1 more round. Inhale, heart to crown of head. Hold for 7 at the crown of the head. Exhale, crown of head through the arms, down the fingertips for 8. On empty, release the arms down. We're at the top of the mat. Find a sun breath here. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, release them down. Imagine you have a circle all around you, and as you inhale, you're trying to touch the periphery of that circle with the hands. They touch, tailbone releases down, and exhale, let the arms come back down, reaching for that periphery. Palms to heart center. Shift the weight into the right leg. Take the left foot a little out and catch a hold of the outside of the left ankle with the left hand. Align the knees and inner thighs, and then hold the foot with both hands. Empty the breath here. Inhale to the pelvic floor. Fill the breath. Mula Bandha, hold the breath in. Staying in place, slow exhale. And keep holding the left ankle with the left hand, right hand to heart. If you came into it another way, feel free. Or slowly descend, softening the right knee. Coming all the way down. Hand on block or floor. And then peel the hip open. Start by pointing the knee back and then kick the foot away. Kick the foot away like a dancer pose. Press the hips forward. Activate the standing leg with a lot. And look for an edge here. See if you can find a little bit more opening. Release the leg slowly. All fingers down, warrior 2 placement. Right foot intersecting the left. Inhale, rise it up. Bring the right fingertips up with the left hand down the thigh. Reach it up into your right hand triangle. And then extend the arms and go into warrior 2, bending the right knee. Hips are nice and even here. Find all the placements here. The strong right leg. Go a little bit deeper. Straight left leg. Right hip under. Establishing all of that. And maybe coming to an edge so you really are challenged here. Interlace your hands the other way behind. And exhale out, out, and over toward 11 o'clock. You can come down slowly so that nothing changes in the lower body placement. Head extending or releasing, your choice. And just looking for a nice edge here, maybe bending a little deeper. Keep the right knee tracking over right toes. Empty the breath and deepen. Last breath out. Rise up a little bit to release the hands inside. Turn the right toes forward and go to your left, finding crab. Melting the hips down, go a little bit deeper. Coming low through center, turn to the front of the mat, and step back to plank pose. Exhale through chaturanga or chaturanga. Inhaling, opening up dog or cobra. Exhaling to meet in a down dog. Just take a few breaths here for a moment. Reaching the heels down, tailbone up. Finding the peak of the pose. Everything lengthening. Inhale to plank. Exhale the knees wide, feet extend, child's pose. Inhale forward and through, open. And exhale, Settle down for a moment. Now we're finding a peak pose in the practice. We'll want our little washcloth. If you don't happen to have one, you can use a shirt. Because we're going to bring the chin and then the mouth down. So we're going to find hot yoga shalabhasana. Come down nice and long. Bring the chin to your little towel. Draw your feet closer together. Lift one hip up at a time and bring your arms underneath you, palms down. Little fingers touch, volleyball hands. Feel the elbows also pressing down, the inner elbow. And the outer elbow is underneath the torso. Now find some comfort in the neck and reach your left leg up. Soften your right leg. Reach your left leg straight up. And extend it out like you want to push a button on the back wall. Then soften it down. It'll feel a lot longer than the other side. Relax the left leg and reach the right leg up. Draw it out of the hip socket. Point the foot, reach up. And soften it down. Now mouth to the mat. Lift the hips and wiggle your arms a little better. Press into palms and lift both legs up. Try to keep the feet together if possible. Relax. The legs down, undo the legs. The arms, excuse me. Bring your hands, make a pillow. Right hand on top of left and bring your forehead to the arm, rest. One more set, chin down. Bring the legs a little closer. Wiggle your arms underneath you. And just take a moment to feel that you have the setup correct. Lengthen the right leg and lift it up. Maybe it comes a little higher. Feel the whole right leg engage. Slowly descend it. Relax the right leg, lift the left leg up, engage the whole left leg. Lift it a little higher. And soften it down. Mouth to the mat. Make a little bit of an adjustment here as needed. Both legs up. Tilt toward your shoulders as you lift the legs. Breathe here, maybe small sips of air. Stay calm, lift a little higher. Soften down. Undo the arms. Bring the hands forward, left palm over right. Forehead down. Take a breath or two. Bring the hands by the shoulders. Slowly rise up. Tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Two more. Inhaling. Nice and slow. Empty the breath. All the year out, lingering cat, pushing the floor away, hissing the spine up. Inhaling through neutral, we'll meet in a down dog. Feet a little closer, reach your left leg up. Inhale and exhale, create space and step it forward. Low lunge, knee down. And then again, maybe widen the feet a little bit here so you have a more stable base. Extend the back foot. And if you will use your strap, we'll use it here. If not, reaching for that right foot with the right hand. Remember to move really slowly. Looping or grabbing the foot. We climb up and we first bring the hand to the shoulder. Then the elbow comes forward and up. The fingertips can be down on a block or reaching for that left calf. Or grab your elbow and then kick the foot away. Squeeze into that back leg, kick the foot away. Melt the hips forward. So it's both strengthening and opening again. Squeeze and melt, empty the breath deep in. Hand returns to shoulder. Slowly release. Bring the strap out to a side. Frame the foot and very slowly go back. Extending this time our left leg. Boys, you're being very bad boys, aren't you? That's not your fault. Knees aligned. And then the left hand this time out and folding forward a little bit. Feel the pelvic floor flushing down. So that's really our criterion here. If you go to a side, the pelvic floor, one side of it lifts. So just really feel it grounding down, flushing down toward the mat. Empty the breath and deepen here. And rise up for Heron, second side. We grab our block, or if you don't have blocks, you can double up a blanket or even use a pillow. And we're going to lift a little bit on the left side to bring the block right underneath the left sitting bone. Check into the right leg that the right foot is going straight back and bring the left foot in. Take a moment here to find the natural curves of the spine and the length of the spine. And we'll grab the foot and either side of the foot and bring the calf parallel to the floor and the torso near the thigh. Then from there, just playing with the extension here. The knee does not have to straighten completely. Keep rolling the pelvic bowl a little forward. So the lower back, we don't want to be snapping back here. That's the idea. We're folding into that extended, lifted leg. Reach it up. Now finding an edge. See maybe if you can push the foot into the hands. It really activates the leg, but it also helps to align it. Because as we push, we're just really leveling the foot, the base of the foot. Relax the shoulders, go a little deeper. Empty the breath deep in, reaching, folding. We'll slowly take a hold of that foot, let it descend with control. Tip over, let your block come to a side. Come forward, and this time step back to down dog. Stepping back to down dog. We'll come forward in a plank, look forward, activate the legs, knees together, bring them down, feet together, bring them down and sit on the heels. So we've done a lot of work with the thighs. We're gonna find a nice stretch here. Option one is right here. This stretches the thighs. Just to be right here in this deep fold. Option two, heroes, open the feet. Take the calves away and slowly glide your pelvis between the feet. Make sure your feet are going straight back. Now, if the pelvis doesn't come all the way down, you can take your blanket and bring it underneath you for support. It's also possible if you really feel very high, that the hips are not, and the knees are not yet open enough, you can sit on a block. You can even sit on 2 blocks. Now, if you're all the way down, and only if you're all the way down, you can go back to the elbows. This would be the next level, where if the knees lift, we want to come back up. But if they don't lift, maybe we try the third and final level, which is Supta Virasana, lying down, hero's pose. You can also reach the arms overhead, draw the belly in, point the tailbone right between the knees. Feel that your tailbone and your pubic bone are in a nice alignment here. And monitor what you're feeling in your knees. If you feel pain, any kind of sharp pain in the knees, you always come back to the previous level. We're only here for 2 or 3 more breaths. The knees should not be coming up if you're lying down. If they're coming up, you want to come back up to the previous level. And very slowly now, if we're lying down, we'll come to the elbows and come all the way up. If you have a prop, remove it. Take a moment now, come up to tabletop. It's a very deep stretch for the knees. Just extend one leg out at a time in the tabletop. You can even go a little forward and back. Just feel the knee release. You can even bend the knee a little bit. Go to the other side until you just feel that the knees are kind of normalized. And then we will again come back. We can sit on the heels for a moment. We're going to tip a little bit to the left to release the right leg, to swing it around. Bring your left foot right along the left glute and bring your right foot either to the inner thigh or, if it's available, to half lotus. Now, if you're in the half lotus, but your knee is lifting, we want to support the knee with something, a blanket or a block. Empty the breath here, and we'll find a twist. Turning toward the right, left hand behind the knee, right fingertips behind us. Turn the head as well, chin parallel to the floor. If it's available, if you have the half lotus, bind the foot. Relax the shoulders down and twist. Breathing as we inhale, lengthening, exhaling, twisting. Releasing the sitting bones down, even though one is probably lifted. Just feel that you're releasing the pelvic floor down. Twist. Empty the breath and deepen. Slowly break the pose. Keep the lower body. Grab your blanket. Grabbing our blanket, now we're going to find horse pose, which is a really nice opening for the hips, the knees, and the feet. I'll show it first with the half lotus. If you have the half lotus, you climb the knees up to the blanket, you tuck the left toes, and you rise up. So the reason we need a blanket is because our kneecaps now are facing straight down. This is why I often say roll on the front of the knee, because you roll past the kneecap when you're in a lunge. But when we have our kneecaps straight down, we definitely want support for the knees. Now, if the half lotus doesn't work, same pose can be done by just bringing the right calf down, the ankle touching the left knee, bring your hands to the hips. Try to feel the hips aligning, press them a little bit forward. I like to keep my left toes tucked for a little bit more ability to sort of find the versions of the pose here, to press a little forward with the hip. Wherever we are, completing our horse pose, so we press the hips a little forward, reach the arms up, and bring the right arm under the left, eagle wrap. Raise the arms up and lift the gaze, and as you do this, press the hips forward. Pressing the hips forward, reaching our eagle wrap up. Then slowly release, grab your elbows, and exhale up out and over toward the left. Keep the hips coming forward, inhale, and exhale, deepen. Rising up, slowly release the hands. We'll come back to where we were before. Extend the foot away. Sit back. Remove the blanket. Now, you can keep the half lotus, move toward the right, and extend the left foot forward. And if the half lotus doesn't work, the foot is to the inner thigh, Janusirsasana. With half lotus or Janusirsasana, fold forward long. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, hairline to toes. You also have an option to bind if you would like. If you're doing the bind, squaring down as best we can, or you can reach both hands forward, 2 or 3 more breaths. Empty the breath and deepen. Rising up wherever we are, half lotus or janu, lift the right knee, catch a hold of the outside of the ankle, position the knee down, and slowly transition through a down dog. Just for a moment. Feeling into your down dog, and then slowly release down. Knees together, heels together. Go a little bit toward the right to release the left leg. And then bring that right foot right along the right glute. The toes tucked under, shoelace part of the foot down. Left foot to inner thigh or to half lotus. And if you're working with a half lotus, you always feel free to just take your time to come to bring that foot right to the crease of the thigh. And again, if the knee isn't down, supporting any level with a blanket. Preparing to twist, find length in the torso, right hand behind the left knee, left fingertips behind us, lengthen and twist. If you have the half lotus, you can bind the foot. Relax the shoulders down, turn the head. Breathing deeply, exhaling fully. Turn the head as well. Empty the breath and twist. Slowly release the hands and grab your blanket for horse pose on the second side. Either rising with a half lotus or just coming up, bringing the left calf parallel and bringing the right knee behind the left ankle and coming up, pressing the hips forward. So just, you can use your hands to feel your hips as even as possible. If you're in the half lotus, having it as high as we can, tuck your right toes so you can steer the pose. That was the word I was looking for. You're able to steer your hips a little bit better, press them forward. Left leg is on top, so our left arm will go under, eagle wrap. Arms up and away. Look up at the fingertips and press the hips forward. Press the hips forward, rise up. Breathing here. Empty the breath, deepen, hips forward. Catch your elbows and go up, out, and over toward the right, keeping the line of the body. Empty the breath and go. Coming up, releasing the arms, fingertips down, sitting back, removing the blanket. Tip a little bit to the left. You can hold on to that half lotus, extend your right leg forward. Janu Sirsasana, foot against thigh or half lotus. If you have the lotus, bound or unbound, whatever you did the first side. Reach and lengthen, hairline to toes, lower back coming in. Emptying our breath, we'll deepen here. One more breath in and out. All the air out. Rise it up slowly. Lift the left knee. Catch the outside of the ankle. Align the knees. Come forward a little bit until we can step back into a down dog. And then once again, release the knees down. Preparing for inversion practice. So I'll walk us through headstand. Feel free to do a shoulder stand if that would be your preference for today. Feel free to do the headstand that is in your practice. You don't have to follow me. I'm going to guide us, as always, through the beginner variation, as Dharma teaches it. So we interlace the hands and place the forearms down. Feel free to ignore me henceforth if you're doing something different. Now, looking at the forearms, you want to look also at the distance between the elbows. The distance between the elbows should be the same as the length of the forearms. The hands can be loosely clasped. Now we bring our head down so that the hands are like a little helmet. Tuck the toes and lift the knees, and then immediately lift the shoulders away from the ears as you walk the feet in. Walk in almost to a place where you're like almost uncomfortable. Draw the shoulders very strongly away from the ears. Pick up one leg. Start with the one that just wants to go, and remember which leg that was. And as you lift it up, if you're close enough, your other leg will just float down. Will float up, excuse me. We'll follow it. So this headstand and legs split. We have more of a surface, so it's a little bit easier to balance on the head. The head is on the floor somewhere between the hairline and the top of the head, not at the top of the head. And now check into the shoulders. Chances are you release them a little bit. Pull them away from the ears. This brings the biceps and triceps online. So we're also strengthening the arms. But it really keeps a nice alignment for the neck, resisting collapsing the shoulders downward. Take another 2 or 3 breaths here. As we split the legs, also feel that we're observing the midline. So we can do that by feeling the scissoring originating in the upper inner thighs. Now to come down, one of the feet, you'll be able to see it in this position. The one that you can see, it slowly floats down to the floor. Once it touches, the other leg with control comes down. Feel free to rest or go directly to second side. Walk the feet in a little uncomfortably. Lift your opposite leg and watch your other foot just float up. Once you're up, reestablish the shoulders away from the ears. Split the legs. Breathe here. Breathing deeply, always keeping the eyes open and headstand. Always having our space clear. I should have said that. We always want to have the space clear when we're inverting. Scissoring. Check into the shoulders again. Now the foot that you can see, it slowly descends with control, followed by the other one with control. Release down to the knees. Feet extend, arms extend, bring your forehead down, roll your head a little side to side in child's pose. And bring your hands by the shoulders, sit on the heels. Extend the arms forward 45 degrees and just flicker your hands here. Preparing for finishing poses, come forward a little bit, cross the legs behind us, and find your seat. Coming toward the middle of the mat. We'll come back to some of those poses that we started with. Inhale here, and exhale, just slowly roll down. Invite the heels in so that you're able to touch them. Empty the breath. Inhale, lift the hips and the arms overhead. Rise up to bridge pose. Keep lifting up. Feel the chest and the chin coming toward each other. Now leave the hips lifting and bring your arms back down. Interlace underneath the body, opposite, non-dominant way, and wiggle your shoulders in. Wiggle your shoulder blades toward the spine and lift up a little higher. Inhale, lift. Exhale, and soften down. Bring the hands to the belly and take a few breaths here. Second set, bridge or wheel. So bring the feet in enough that we can touch the heels, lift up to bridge. If you're coming with me, coming into wheel, bringing our fingertips by our ears, push the hips a little closer to the heels, the shoulders a little closer to the heels. Flip your arms and bring the crown of the head down for a moment and then push up. Pushing up into wheel. Energetically feel the knees go forward, the outer thighs come in. The chest goes toward the arms, the pubic bone and the belly button lift. And see if you can straighten your arms a little more. Tucking the chin in, slowly unfurl and come back down. Rest. It's always recommended between wheel sets that we rest. We don't bring the knees into the chest. We just rest for a moment, lower back down. Final set. Coming into a wheel, if wheel is accessible, coming into your wheel, we try not to skip the pose. We bring the fingertips by the ears, lift the hips, draw the shoulders a little closer, flip the hands, crown of the head very gently down, push up. Now, once we're up, what tends to happen is the toes go out to the side. So gather the toes back in and lift up a little higher. My first yoga teacher used to say, if you feel pigeon-toed in wheel, you're aligned. And now, just the last few breaths, this is the last one. If you want, you can walk the feet in a little closer. You can even come to the balls of the feet, press your chest through, and then release your heels back down, leaving the chest where it is. Coming out of it, tucking the chin, always coming out of wheel really slow. Partial recline, the feet a little out. Hands come to the belly. Empty the breath completely. Take a 4, 7, 8 breath here. Pull the air out. Extend the left leg out. Right knee to chest. We can start by drawing the knee toward the armpit and then in with the chest and compress down. The left leg can be active as though you're standing on the wall in front of you. Breath into the belly, draw it down, compress. Slowly release. Right leg extends, left knee in. Maybe the opposite, interlace with the hands. First the knee toward the armpit and then gather it in toward the chest and compress. Compress it down. Breathing into the left side of the belly. Soften that knee, invite both knees in. Last pose, lift up and wrap both arms around. Reach for the forearms. See if you can grab your elbows. If you've done this a lot, we're only going to do it once. Just find your non-dominant grip. You'll naturally have a side, then just take the other one. And slowly bring the head down. Now find as much of your spine as you can down. Gather your knees and compress down. And breathe right into the middle of the belly. Make sure your chin isn't jutting up. Just nice long back of the neck. Knees really drawing in and breathing into this compression. As much of our spine down as we can. When you're done, you can just let go, bring your feet down. Open your arms out to the side, extend a leg out at a time. Take a deep breath through your nose and exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. And feel everywhere the floor contacts your body. Just take a moment to feel that grounding and that support of the earth, of the ground. Feeling into the stability and security that we get from the ground. Softening the whole front of the body, softening the eyes, the face. Feel free to keep your eyes open in Shavasana. If that brings an extra layer of a feeling of safety through the whole body. This is also a quality associated with Muladhara, feeling safe. And giving ourselves permission to rest. Inviting, if you have not already, enlivening, I should say, the witness mind. So our witness mind has been active through the practice. Because we are always watching the practice as it happens. Settling in. Next breath, and take a deeper breath in through the nose. Give it another big sigh out through the mouth. And start to find movement in the body. Any movement that is calling you. Feeling very unhurried and relaxed and expansive and grounded. When you're ready, tipping over to the right side. If you're doing an evening practice, you can always tip the other way. Pausing there for a moment, finding a connection with an earth element, quality, stability, endurance, fortitude, strength, resilience, whatever it is that arises for you. Just connect with that quality. Feeling that you're embodying that quality. That it's weaving into your being. That you have an alliance with that quality. Perhaps remembering it throughout the day. Gently take your time. Rise up to a seat. Find a comfortable seat on your blanket or on the floor. Finding the length of the spine. We'll gather our palms together. And close our practice, as always, with the sound of may all beings be happy and free. Breathing in together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Tat Sat. Namaste. Thank you for joining. So good to see you all. Thank you for being here this very cold morning.